Annette Willoughby, a skilled marketing executive, uncovers her husband's affair with her boss late at night in a parking lot. Instead of spiraling, she channels her shock into strategic action, exposing corporate corruption, seizing career advancement, and navigating her divorce on her terms. Through wit, poise, and calculated moves, she transforms betrayal into empowerment. The parking lot was quiet, except for the hum of my car engine and the distant buzz of a street lamp that flickered like a bad omen. I thought I was heading home to a quiet Thursday night, clutching my leather tote filled with spreadsheets and performance reviews. My phone, left on my desk, buzzed with unread notifications I would ignore until morning. And then I saw him. Bennett's Range Rover alone in the far corner, under the weak halo of the flickering light. My heart did a tiny somersault, a reflexive hope that maybe, just maybe, he had left a surprise for me. The faint rocking of the car shattered that illusion. I froze. No earthquake had struck Westfield tonight. The muffled sounds behind tinted windows confirmed my suspicion before I even walked closer. Vivian Mercer. My boss. The woman who had blocked my promotion for years, perched atop my husband like some corporate predator. The scene could have been a badly staged ad campaign for betrayal. I paused, my heels clicking against the asphalt, each step a countdown to my life collapsing. And yet, I couldn't help the small, professional smile I plastered on my face. "Don't stop on my account," I said, loud enough to reach them. My voice was steady. My pulse wasn't. Bennett's face drained. "Annette, this isn't what it looks like." "Oh, honey," I replied, voice silk over steel, "I know exactly what a product demo looks like. I just didn't realize I was the product, and Vivian was the target demographic." Vivian fumbled. "This is unprofessional." I laughed, soft but lethal. "Unprofessional? You're literally on top of my husband in a company parking lot. Did you expense the props?" I collected my composure, retrieved my phone, and walked away. Marketing rule number 1. Never let them see your desperation. In the elevator up to the empty office, my reflection stared back, a woman in a theory blue suit with perfect makeup, eyes hollowed by a 1,000-yard stare. Main character in my own divorce story. By morning, the world would notice. But today, I was planning. Not revenge, not chaos. Strategy. Overnight, I dissected every email, every contract, every promotion denial. Patterns emerged. Willoughby Architectural Design, Bennett's firm, had been lining pockets and bypassing bidding processes. Vivian had wielded her authority like a weapon, both in the bedroom and the boardroom. Tessa, my best friend and divorce attorney, became my sounding board. "Lean in," she said, smirking. "Corporate America loves a confident woman. Let's give them a show." I spent the morning packing a bag for the Marriott, not for sulking, but for strategizing. By the time I returned to the office, I wasn't the scorned wife. I was a corporate tactician. The lobby buzzed with the usual Friday energy. Coffee in hand, smiles in place, I walked toward the boardroom where Vivian stood, immaculate yet jittery. She tried to meet my gaze. I returned a smile colder than Connecticut winter. "Yes, Vivian," I said softly, "I've prepared for months. Though apparently not as thoroughly as you prepared with my husband." Her posture faltered, but there was no time for theatrics. Douglas Caldwell, our CEO, approached, bow tie slightly askew. "Ready for the presentation?" "Absolutely." I had prepared a dossier that would expose not just the affair, but the corruption that had plagued Essex Media Group for years. Bennett's texts pinged. "Please don't do anything you'll regret." I ignored them. Regret wasn't part of my agenda. The boardroom became my stage. Charts, emails, dates, and contracts all painted a picture of fraud, infidelity, and favoritism. Vivian's chair rolled back, her composure shattered. Gasps filled the room as I spoke calmly, deliberately. "Transparency," I said. "What happens in the dark eventually comes to light." By 10 a.m., I was in control, and the tremors of corporate reckoning had begun. Vivian's panic was delicious, but the real shock came as the CEO and HR processed the evidence. The affair was no longer a private scandal, it was corporate liability. Contracts halted. Administrative leave enforced. And then Douglas asked me a question I hadn't anticipated. "Annette, Would you like her position? The room held its breath. My mind raced. Promotion? Sure. But my vision was bigger. Corporate accountability bigger than petty revenge. I'm declining, I said. Silence. Every eye on me. Instead, I propose a chief compliance officer role. Reporting to the board. Mandate, restructure vendor relationships, implement ethical processes, and oversee corporate governance. Shock, fear, and awe flickered across their faces. Bennett's texts kept coming. I ignored them. Some mistakes weren't fixable with words. They required action. I'd become the architect of consequence, not for vengeance alone, but for justice, ethics, and control. Monday morning. Navy power suit. Hair sharp. Shoes clicking against polished floors. I arrived early. The boardroom was prepped. Legal counsel present. HR ready. Bennett's firm had been stripped from vendor lists. Contracts frozen. The walls of Essex Media Group bore witness to my ascendancy. I outlined my vision: transparency, bidding protocols, corporate accountability. Every word was precise. Every chart undeniable. Vivian's attempts at explanation floundered. She had underestimated the meticulousness of a woman scorned, but strategic, not reckless. By lunch, the board approved. My role would reshape the company. My husband's deceit had catalyzed corporate reform. Westfield Bistro, 5 p.m. Bennett waited, hopeful, terrified. I slid into the chair across from him. Your firm? Gone. Contracts? Terminated. Divorce papers? Drafted. Sign them. His panic was sweet symmetry. Can we talk? Fix this. I'm already fixing it, I said. A sip of champagne punctuated the finality. Your betrayal ended our partnership. Professionally, personally. I've rebuilt the game. He had counted on my compliance. Instead, he witnessed my ascendancy. I walked away. 6 months later. Essex Media Group's ethics were unassailable. Employee satisfaction soared. Corrupt executives sidelined. My office overlooked the parking lot where my old life imploded. Every glance reminded me, control is power. Betrayal can be leveraged. Divorce finalized. Bennett humbled. Vivian unemployable. I thrived. Chief Compliance Officer. Master of Consequence. Architect of Justice. Living well isn't revenge. Watching the architects of your betrayal collapse while you flourish, that's the premium package.